The Capital One VentureX is easily one of the best credit cards you can get because if you take advantage of just 2 to 3 benefits, it effectively has no annual fee. But there are a few things you need to do right away to avoid overpaying for this card and to ensure you're getting the lowest effective annual fee possible. In this video, I'll cover the 10 things you must do to get the most value out of the VentureX, starting off with probably the most time-sensitive thing you need to do. The first thing you must do with the VentureX to get the most value is to earn the welcome bonus, and I have a few tips that can make this easy to do. The bonus on the VentureX is currently 75,000 miles after $4,000 was spent in the first 3 months. That's worth a minimum of $750 in travel, but you could reasonably get $1,300 or more in value if you use these miles more optimally. Earning the bonus can be a little bit difficult for some, but there's a few ways to make it easy for almost anyone to earn. First is to use this card for all of your expenses, including groceries, bills, even small purchases. You only have 3 months to hit this bonus, so every purchase counts. Second is to prepay expenses. You can often prepay bills like gas, electric, and internet in advance, which means you can hit the minimum spend faster without worrying about those expenses piling up later on. The third thing you can do is to offer to cover shared expenses for friends and family, like paying for a group dinner or tickets, and have them pay you back. This helps you reach the minimum spend requirement faster while taking essentially no money out of pocket. One last tip is while earning this bonus, you can use the virtual card feature that comes with the VentureX for any subscriptions you sign up for. Capital One lets you create virtual card numbers that you can cancel or replace anytime, and you can avoid unwanted charges from recurring subscriptions that way. Because of the value of this bonus, you're essentially earning 18% back for your first $4,000 in spend on this card. So make sure you set a reminder in your calendar so you don't miss out on this bonus. The next thing you must do when you get the VentureX is activate your Priority Pass membership. Priority Pass provides free unlimited access to airport lounges worldwide, and this will get you free meals and better Wi-Fi and a comfortable place to relax or work in the airport. Personally, I've used this benefit so many times, and it's one of my favorite that comes with the VentureX. This benefit is not automatic, so you'll need to activate it by manually going to prioritypass.com/Capital One, entering your card number and following the prompts. This gives you plus any of your guests free entry into Priority Pass lounges. Keep in mind you'll get a digital membership first, which you can use to enter the lounge at any time, but you can also use the physical card when it arrives. By the way, activating this benefit doesn't have to be for yourself. You can give it to a family member or friend or anyone really, and they will receive the Priority Pass membership. But there's another way you can give someone a Priority Pass membership with the VentureX, which brings us to the next thing you should do, and that is to add authorized users. Capital One allows you to add up to 4 authorized users for free, which is a pretty rare benefit for a premium credit card. Authorized users receive a Priority Pass membership, giving them lounge access at no additional cost, and they also get some of the other card perks we'll discuss next. This is a great way to get a lot of friends or family into the airport lounges for free, and the authorized users will be able to bring in their own guests as well. Just remember that your credit behavior will impact their credit, so always manage your account responsibly, and that could actually help their credit over time. The next thing you need to do with the VentureX is activate Hertz President Circle status. This benefit is really underappreciated, and it can be maximized in quite a few ways. With the VentureX, you get top-tier Hertz car rental status, which can mean free upgrades, shorter lines, and access to a better selection of vehicles. This benefit is great if you travel frequently and rent cars often, and normally it would take 15 rentals or $3,000 spent with Hertz to earn this status, so it is quite valuable. You can activate this benefit through your Capital One account in the card benefits section. A lesser known trick with this perk is to status match your Hertz status with other car rental companies like Avis or National, which will give you similar benefits across even more car rental brands. To do this, just Google Avis Status Match or whatever brand you like, and you'll most likely find a page or article explaining exactly how to do it. Sometimes you need to email the car rental company, but most of the time they will have a page dedicated to matching status. Next up, another thing you must do with the VentureX is use the travel credit. The $300 travel credit is one of the card's most valuable perks, and it will significantly offset the annual fee. Speaking from experience, After you've had the card for a year or two, it's easy to forget exactly when you need to use a credit buy. So this is one of those things you'll want to mark in your calendar or track in a spreadsheet. You'll receive this credit each card member year to use on any booking made through the Capital One travel portal, like flights, hotels, or car rentals. The credit is applied automatically at checkout when you book through the portal, so you don't need to worry about manually redeeming it. And you don't need to use the credit in one booking because it can be split across multiple travel purchases within the Capital One travel portal. One useful feature of booking with Capital One Travel is that they will price match any publicly available deals, so it's pretty easy to find a good price using their portal. But there's an even better way to get good travel deals that will maximize the value of your VentureX miles, and that is by transferring your miles to Capital One's hotel and airline travel partners. Capital One currently has 15 travel partners, and you can transfer your VentureX miles at most of these hotels or airlines at a 1-to-1 ratio. So instead of redeeming miles at the standard rate of 1 cent per mile through Capital One Travel, you should start planning around transfers that can get you around 2 cents per mile or more, because this doubles their value and essentially doubles the earning rate of the Capital One VentureX. Transferring is where you can really stretch the value of your miles, especially when booking business or first class flights. And typically I find the best transfer deals are with airlines like Avianca, Air Canada, and Air France. For example, this year I was able to transfer some Capital One miles to Air France for business class flights to Europe. And this helped us save over $3,000 per ticket and gave us an incredible value of over 4 cents per mile, or 4 times the value of Capital One miles. I also took advantage of a 20% transfer bonus to Air France, and I recommend you keep an eye out for these transfer bonuses since they can further increase the value of your miles. Watch out for Capital One's hotel transfer partners because these aren't always the best value for your miles. I'm not saying it's never a good deal, but you will find better deals with the airlines more often. With all of these travel partners, remember to always compare the cash price versus transferring and aim to get a value of 1 cent per mile or higher to get the best value possible. All right, now let's dive into a nice travel perk you should take advantage of. The VentureX offers a credit for TSA PreCheck or Global Entry, which are services that make your airport experience much faster and smoother. Currently, you'll get up to $120 back as a statement credit when you pay for your application fee with the VentureX card. Global Entry includes TSA PreCheck, so that's usually the best choice, but the application process is a little bit longer. This credit renews every 4 years, so you can keep your status up to date, and to activate, pay for your enrollment fee with the VentureX card, and the credit is automatically applied to your account. Moving on, the next thing you should do is pay your cell phone bill with the VentureX because of its built-in cell phone protection. If you pay your monthly cell phone bill with your VentureX card, you're covered for up to $800 per claim in case of theft or damage. You can file up to 2 claims per year, and each claim comes with a $50 deductible. I like this perk since it can save you from paying money for cell phone insurance, and it's a free perk that many people don't realize the card has. But just make sure you consistently pay your phone bill with your VentureX because coverage only applies when you do. Another thing you don't want to overlook with the VentureX is activating your free CreditWise monitoring service. CreditWise is Capital One's free credit monitoring tool available to all VentureX cardholders. It lets you track your credit score, receive alerts on changes to your credit report, and it's just a good tool to understand factors affecting your credit. This is helpful for keeping an eye on any sudden changes or potential fraudulent activity. But my favorite feature is the credit simulator, which lets you see how decisions like opening a new credit card may influence your credit score before you make them. To activate CreditWise, just sign into your Capital One account, find the CreditWise section, and enroll. And it's a pretty simple way to keep your credit health in check, and it's completely free. The next thing to make sure you're taking full advantage of is Capital One's entertainment perks. A lot of people don't realize that VentureX cardholders get access to exclusive events, pre-sales, and experiences through Capital One Entertainment, and I think this is a really underrated perk. For example, you can get cardholder exclusive seats at sporting events like Major League Baseball games, where I've seen premium seats for as little as 5,000 miles per seat. The Capital One Entertainment portal often includes special access to major sports events like the National Hockey League, college football playoffs, and tennis tournaments like the US Open. You can use your Capital One miles to book some of these events events, and depending on the offer, it can be a great way to maximize their value. So if you're looking for unique experiences, I find it's worth exploring what's available every once in a while through Capital One Entertainment. If you want to compare the Venture X against some of the other major travel credit cards, I made a video on the best travel credit cards of 2024, and I highly recommend you check that out. But that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.